was talking to a friend yesterday, and we was talking about a subject matter concerning our job, and we both realized that there were many things about the job, even though it was a great job, that was just unfair. We looked at how our salaries in many people's eyes would be pretty good salaries for where we are in life and the job function that we do, but we still somehow felt like it's something that is just not fair. Somebody is getting a bigger piece, a better piece. Somebody has better position. Somebody has better options. We all can feel that in the air. We all can feel that resonating inside, that something is just not right. Something is a little off. Many people will say, you're feeling it because maybe you have a bad attitude, or maybe you're just depressed. But I come to tell you that, listen, the complainer didn't start off like that. There were many things that happened that made the complainer who he is today, who she is today. Nobody starts out moaning and groaning. Nobody starts out depressed. Nobody wakes up in the morning and says that I just want to be unhappy today. There's many things that happen in life that are so unfair that you feel like there's no way you can fight back, that turns a person into that negative person. A hater wasn't always a hater all at the person's life. Something made him that way. So here's me and my friend, we're talking about the job. We're talking about the things that is unfair. We both are dissatisfied. We both want better. We both feel we deserve better. But the thing I found in people, this is the dividing line. This shows you that success is not a gray area. There is no gray area in success. As we're talking, we both begin to talk about the other things that we can do in addition to our job to bring in more income, to put us in a better position later on in life. We started talking about the long-term plan. I found that it's the long-term plan that makes a hero or a complainer. See, the long-term plan says there are no get-rich schemes. There are no quick ways to the top all the time, because everybody don't always know everybody. Everybody don't always have the connections that another person has. So, but a person that has the connections, yeah, you may move to the top, but even when you get there, you still got to slow down and work. You still got to show work ethic. You still got to stay in the flow of the level that you're on. So he and I are just talking. And I realize we have come to a place that says, in order for me, or order for us to move higher, to move out of this, we got to go higher. Even though it seems like we're spending all our time just making it work, life has a way of saying, if you can give that extra 30 minutes, if you can give that extra hour, if you can give that day off, long term, you can put your life in better position. See, this right here is a scenario that shows you what turns a person into that complainer, what turns that person into that negative person that always seems like life is just unfair. I agree, life is unfair. But when what makes life fair, or what put life in your favor, is the things you do long term. When you go in something, you got a long-term plan. You got a promotion strategy. You got an exit strategy. You know, you try to plan for different scenarios because you know you're going into an environment that is not skewed in your favor. I work the job that I work and it pays me a great salary. But the company, the people who started the idea, who started it, makes 10 times, 12 times, 20 times more than I make because they came up with the idea. See, the person who came up with the idea, who created the business, who created the concept, they should receive more of the portion simply because they came up with the idea. A job was never meant to be an equal thing with the CEO and the employees, because the employees are there to work an idea that was already created. Who are you becoming today? Who are you shaping up to be? See, the complainer is not somebody that went to sleep today, wake up tomorrow, and you're automatically a complainer. A complainer is a person that so much of the dirt of unfairness have piled up on them that they're buried under all the things that they're dissatisfied about. Sometimes we need to step back and look at our long-term plan. What did we go into the job thinking? And then after we got the job and we got a couple of paychecks and we started paying a couple of bills and we was able to buy a few little knickknacks here and there, were we still working the plan? Did we forget about the plan? Did we forget about the goal? Did we forget about the desire that we wanted in the end? It's got to be more than just buying the kids Christmas presents. It's got to be more than taking that vacation. It's got to be more than buying that new car. It's got to be more than that. Because I don't care what anybody says. The only thing that gets you higher in life is you preparing and putting yourself on a better positioning, a surer footing. There's so much misinformation that says you can elapse a lot of debt, and debt is the way that you get out, and all this stuff. They're saying that because they have information that many of us that work a regular job, we don't have. And we go into that situation feeling like we understand these people, like we're on the same page as many of your well-known people, but I want to assure you that you're not. These people have safeguards that if something went wrong, they have safeguards to protect their fall. Many times you and I, we don't have the safeguards. We can't rack up credit card debt thinking that we can outsmart the system that's already not in your favor. That somehow we can do the same thing we hear somebody or an influencer say, or a person on TV that wrote a book, we can do the exact same thing that he says. When you get to a certain place, yes, you can. But where we are right now, we got to deal with the dissatisfaction of where we are right now. So where is your head at today? As you're driving to work, as you're going home, where is your head? What are you thinking about? Do you remember the goals? Do you remember the plans? Do you remember the passionate feelings you had for where you wanted to be at a certain point in life? What did you want to achieve? Many of our desires is more than money. It's more than a position. It's more than a notoriety. It's more than a title. It's the goal for that mother, for that father, for that adventurer, for that seeker. Do you remember your long-term goals? Have you found yourself in a place of dissatisfaction? And if you have, this is how you find your way out. You came to that company, you got hired with that company, you started with that firm because you have something that was valuable to them. Remember that you have something that is valuable. Go back to your first love. Go back to the thing that you did it, you knew you was good at it, and you did it not because they paid you, but the excitement of knowing that you have an expertise in something that you can just naturally do. It's something so exciting just by simply using a gift. It goes beyond money. Who can stop a person that is in this zone to where you're using your gifts to such a degree, only thing you're doing is enjoying the fact that you're using your gift? It's akin to a painter in this room by himself. Nobody's there staring at this canvas. There are no accolades. There are no people to cheer him on. It's just him and the canvas, or the person in the gym. It's just you and the barbell, you and the dumbbell. We got to get back to you versus you. The happiness that you're looking for is in you. It's buried under all the sense of unfairness, the sense of entitlement, all of the things that you took jabs on, all the times you got looked over. I want to encourage you as you're driving, as you're listening to me, keep reaching higher. Keep reaching higher. Keep reaching higher.